When the World Trade Centers collapsed in 2001, thousands of responders rushed to Ground Zero to help them. Many of them later experienced health problems. Well, yesterday, the World Trade Center Health Program announced that they will not cover cancer treatments for workers who responded to the 9/11 attacks. News 8's Jenna Traum talked to a Holman woman who volunteered at Ground Zero after the attacks and has been ill ever since.
That's right, Mark. Before she even left New York City, Judy Wolf started feeling the effects of the toxic air she inhaled at Ground Zero. And when she returned to Holman, her symptoms went from bad to worse. Whenever the World Trade Center pops up on TV, Judy Wolf turns it off. The images bring back distressing memories from her weeks volunteering at Ground Zero following the September 11th attacks. But her illness is a constant reminder, one that she can't just turn off.
I don't do anything like I used to do. Not anymore.
The toxic air she inhaled for 3 weeks at Ground Zero led to sinus infections, acid reflux in her stomach, reactive airway disease, and a dangerously low white blood cell count. It wasn't long before she was declared permanently disabled.
There was asbestos in the air. Airplane parts. Inhaling parts from people even. All that stuff is in that air.
She takes about 10 different medications twice a day. But now she has one more thing to worry about. If she gets cancer, the government says she's on her own. The World Trade Center Health Program announced Tuesday that they will not compensate 9/11 responders for cancer treatments.
It just floored me. You want to tell all these people that have been sick and ill, that have been waiting for 10 years, wait a little longer so we can make sure that cancer is part of this disease, part of this problem.
The program administrator says there is inadequate evidence linking Ground Zero exposure to cancer. But that's not what Wolf was told by doctors in New York.
When I first started going out to New York to get the treatment out there, they said, if you don't have it now, you will get it. They weren't saying you might get it. They were saying, you'll get it in another 5-10 years from now.
But despite all this, Wolf does not regret her decision to volunteer after the attacks.
You're helping people that needed it. And now the government's turning their back on them. We need it now.
Wolf's next checkup for cancer is in February. Wolf tells me she's concerned that the government's actions will discourage people from volunteering to respond to disasters in the future.
Thank you, Jenna. The World Trade Center Health Program's administrator says they will continue to do periodic reviews of cancers linked to the aftermath of 9/11. The next review is expected to take place in 2012.